it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel and happy Valentine's Day. Today I'm here with what I'm hoping is going to be like a new series I do, which I think I'm going to call like 5 on Friday or something like that. Today's video is 5 of my favorite relationships in honor of Valentine's Day. I'm not necessarily just doing like romantic relationships. I have friends, family, and romantic relationships that I'm going to talk about today. So let's get into 5 of my favorite relationships. So the first relationship I'm going to talk about is a romantic relationship, and that is the relationship between Hannah and Norman in the Hannah Swenson series. So in the series, Hannah actually has 2 love interests, but I'm partial to her relationship with Norman because Hannah and Norman, first of all, have the same sense of humor, which I think is incredibly important in a romantic relationship. With Hannah and Norman, it's also not just like physical looks, especially compared to her other relationship, which is with Mike. She's attracted to Norman physically, but it's a lot more of a deeper interest, deeper connection. They have a similar sense of humor. They respect each other and each other's thoughts and interests and ideas. And Norman and Hannah have a very like level, equal partnership in their relationship. So those are a couple of the things that I really love about Hannah and Norman. The next relationship I would like to talk about is the friendship of Harry, Ron, and Hermione in Harry Potter, just the series in general. I love this friendship. Once they have the experience in the girls' bathroom, like their friendship is like sealed. And I love that they all come from different backgrounds. You have Ron, who's a pureblood, you have Hermione, who's a muggle, and you have Harry, who like is a half-blood but didn't even know about the wizarding world. And that doesn't matter. Like their backgrounds don't matter. Their family history doesn't matter. They love and appreciate each other for who they are as people, which I think is awesome and a lesson that we can all learn. I also love that they kind of embrace each other's strengths and weaknesses. They use the fact that Hermione's smart to get them out of a lot of scrapes, and the gang would not be nearly as successful as they were without Hermione. Ron's loyal. Ron's kind of a goofball. They embrace it. They love it. Harry's brave, but he's kind of like brave to the point of almost being stupid in some of the things that he does. And Ron and Hermione, they'll be like, dude, Harry, maybe this isn't the best idea, but if you're going to do it, we're going to do it with you. So yeah, when they get into scrapes, they get into scrapes together. I also love in the books that they get in fights, especially Harry and Ron, and they always work it out. Sometimes it takes longer than others, but at the end of the day, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are BFFs, and nothing's going to break that bond. No matter the argument, the fight, whatever it is, they come together, they love each other, they're there for each other. They're an awesome group of friends. Another romantic relationship that I love is Rachel and Nick in the Crazy Rich Asians series. Now, don't get me wrong, Nick starts off the relationship by hiding a pretty big part of his life with Rachel, which is probably not the best way to start off a relationship. But once he gets that out of the way and exposes his true self to her, Rachel and Nick are a very solid couple. Nick is not going to let anything come between him and Rachel, even his family. He loves this girl. He doesn't care what his family says. He doesn't care that Rachel isn't good enough to be a part of the family. He's going to marry her anyways. Does not matter. Nick loves her to the point of being willing to sacrifice his entire inheritance to be with the woman he loves, which is amazing. Rachel, super supportive of Nick. Later on in the series, she convinces him that he needs to go make amends with members of his family because things shouldn't be the way that they are. I just love how supportive they are of each other throughout the entire book as different scenarios come up. And I love them as a couple. Another not romantic relationship. This is more familial, I guess, friendshipy as well. And that is the March sisters in general, and then the March sisters with Teddy. So the March sisters have an awesome like sibling relationship. They fight, especially Joe and Amy. They get into disagreements, but at the end of the day, those sisters love each other and will do anything for each other. I love that relation, like those sister bonds in general. But I also love when you add Teddy into the mix. Teddy is this only child. He doesn't really have a family other than his uncle, and he desperately wants family. He desperately wants siblings, and he finds that in the March sisters, and the March sisters just welcome him in with open arms, and they grow to love him too, because they want like a boy, they want a brother, and they get that, and it just comes together to just make this amazing relationship between all parties. You know, there's some drama that happens between members of the March family and Teddy, but it all comes together in a way that is just amazing, and I love it. This is my favorite book, so obviously I had to mention some relationship from Little Women. The last relationship I'm going to talk about is currently my favorite relationship. I just finished reading this. I'm excited for the sequel to come out, or for me to read it. It might already be out. I don't know. It's coming out in February or March. I don't remember. But that is Charlie and Nick from Heartstopper. I have been all about this relationship lately. I literally just read this like last week, so it's currently like at the forefront of my mind. Charlie and Nick have such a sweet relationship. I just love it so much. So I like it. I think I mentioned this when I wrapped up volume 1, is first of all, their relationship progresses in such a natural way. They meet, they become friends, then they realize that they have feelings for each other. Love that. I love the natural progression in my relationships. Secondly, like, Charlie is super patient with Nick as Nick's trying to figure out who he is. And I think that's important because Charlie knows he's gay, like is out, everybody at school knows, and he's like 100% confident in who he is. But Nick is like, doesn't even know, like, especially in volume 1, doesn't know what he is and how to navigate these feelings that he's having for Charlie. And Charlie is like, take your time. I'm here. I will be here. You do what you need to do to figure it out, and I'm going to be here. And Nick's feelings for Charlie overpower his nerves or any hesitations he has about coming out. Like, he wants to be able to proclaim his feelings for Charlie, like, from the rooftops. And those, like, that desire helps him in his, like, journey to decide whether he wants to come out or not. And I love this relationship. It is so sweet. I love reading about it. I need to get my hands on volume 3 ASAP because I love them. They are currently my favorite couple in books. All right, so here are 5 relationships that I love in books. Let me know down below what some of your favorite relationships are, whether that's romantic relationships, whether it's friends, whether it's family. Like, let me know down below. I would love to get your thoughts on them. What do you think of these relationships if you've read the books? Like, do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.